Okay, so we've got ninth house. Ninth house is, as I said, everything to do with international things. So like it could be international travel. It can also be long distance travel. So hopefully wherever you are, that is an option for you at some point. But if you're not able to, then it could be something that you're longing to, or that you may be thinking about. But it can also be exploration or adventure. Now, this can be physically, obviously, something like that. I mean, you may want to drive across the country if you can't fly, things like that. But it could also be in the mind. So this is in the form of, reading, anything like that, learning, but normally higher education. So this is normally university level or adult education. But it can also be exploring concepts with regards to religions, belief systems, and philosophy and things like that. So it's understanding wider concepts, perhaps coming into contact with people who are foreign or foreign cultures and things like that. From a business perspective, it can be import-export as well. So all of those aspects come in. It's also the house of law and the higher courts. So you may be either studying the law, or you're involved in it in some way, or something is coming up to do with that, or it could be that you are actually involved in a legal situation. It just depends on where you are in your life and what is actually unfolding for you. It's also the house of publishing, and therefore legal things may be coming in as well. It's also the house of teaching, so that may be applicable for you. And it can also be the house of your relationship with your in-laws, if you have that in your life. And it's really it's the exploration of finding the truth, actually seeking wisdom, seeking the truth, and seeking going through the intuitive processes that happen when you are in that process of discovering, or when you are searching for something. So as I said, through religion or philosophy, it's searching for an understanding, a deeper understanding of things. So all of that comes in, and it really is, it's your intuitive processes, what you go through. It can involve prophecy as well. And, it's discovering, your depth of belief, and in yourself, and also in others, and how you see that unfolding for you. Now we've got, Virgo, I analyze here. So this is a card of detail. All right. So that may be important for you, in this, situation. So it could be that you are in a legal thing and you're needing to examine details in some way. But it could also be to do with writing and publishing. That does come under Virgo as well. And that is the ninth house. It can also be like sifting and sorting things, actually, analyzing things, and coming to some sort of decision, or weighing up the pros and cons, and going through the processes of working things out. Is it suiting you? Isn't it suiting you? Or to do with something in the ninth house. And obviously, if it's learning, then it's understanding that on a deeper level, and working through perhaps a lot of in-depth knowledge. Or legally, it could be just really examining details and going down to a smaller level. But it can also be to do with your sort of understanding of things. Now, this can be, as I said, on a sort of a constructive advisory level. So that may be applicable for you. But it can also be just, you may be coming in to assist either yourself or somebody else with sifting and sorting through things, analyzing data, and coming to a conclusion, or to help them make a decision, or help yourself make a decision. Now, it can also be about decluttering. So this can be in any way, shape or form. And this may be, if you're writing a document, it may be too wordy, or there may be too much in it and you have to trim it down. So it's kind of got that precision about it. But it can also be emotional decluttering as well. So in your ninth house, that can be to do with your understandings of things, your philosophy, your religion, and your belief systems. From an education point of view, that can be about coming to an understanding of things and sifting out of your documents what is the most important to you and what is the most important from an understanding point of view. But it can also, with the that sifting and critical understanding and sifting and sorting and analyzing, you can go too much the other way, and that slips over into nitpicking or very critical expression. So that may be work against you in some ways. In some ways, obviously, it can be very helpful, but it can also go the other way, and it could be a little bit difficult for, if you're trying to move something forward and you're being overly critical about it, sometimes it can actually block things quite seriously. So just take it as it resonates for you. And the other aspect of this is worry. So it could be that you are overly concerned, or you are overly worried about something, and this may be actually affecting your health, because the Virgo does affect the sort of the general health and well-being, and going too far, almost obsessive, so worrying about everything, worrying that something is going to go wrong, worrying about the smallest details, because as I said, details come in here, but you don't want to go to such a degree that it actually impedes your growth, or it impedes your ability to function. So just take it as it resonates for you in this house. But certainly some level of detail is required here. And also decluttering. Now, with Diana, focused intention, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. All right. So I feel this may be just about removing excess data, or removing excess from around you that is not needed, that's not going to support you, is not helping you move forward. And this could come up in many different ways in the ninth house. It could be that you've cluttered up your life with a belief system which is just not serving you anymore. Or it could be that you're studying something, you've just got too much, you haven't actually filtered it down. So this is about focused intention. It's the bow and arrow, having a target in mind and absolutely focused on that target. And it's the drawing back of the bow is the most powerful part. Letting go of the arrow is already, it's part of the motion, but it's the drawing back and the focusing on the target that is where the power all comes in. And then it comes to that point, that pause, and then you let it go. So just think about that when you are focusing on details, or when you are homing in on some sort of level of analysis, or coming to some sort of precision, or some sort of critical thinking, or analyzing, or weighing things up, the pros and the cons and so on. Don't get so bogged down in detail that it spills over and overwhelms you, and then it will create worry, or, as I said, you get overly critical and so on. So just weigh it up, but stay focused on your target. Don't worry about naysayers and skeptics. This is about you and about what is right for you in this situation. And have a target in mind. Have a set path, a specific way that you want to go, and then use your critical thinking to actually help you to weed out what is not helpful for you, and what is not going to assist you, what is not supporting you at this time. We've got here sixth house. So this is the house of work, workplace, and work colleagues. It can also be mastery of your craft. So this may very well come into the ninth house, where you are dealing with some sort of craft, whatever it may be, and actually honing that down. So this is also about health, diet, well-being, and your lifestyle. And all of those go hand in hand. So these are your daily routines around that. It can also be about your pets as well, if you have pets. That may be popping in. But really, it's about balancing all of that, looking after your health and your diet and your well-being, and making sure your lifestyle supports the way you want to live your life. Okay? So if you are somebody who travels a lot, or who actually does spend a lot of time moving around, then your health and your diet and your well-being and your lifestyle needs to support that. You need to be observing that, and eating well, and looking after yourself, sleeping well, and so on, to support your body through all those changes. Or it could be that you are working hard and you've got a lot on your plate, and you're now trying to sift and sort and get things sorted out. So just take it as it resonates for you in this. But it's your daily routines, very much focused here on what you're doing, and mastery of that, and doing the very best you can to support yourself as you move forward. So now at the top here, you've got on a leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And then at the bottom here, you've got Moon Soul. So whatever it is that's coming up for you in the 6th house, there's something that you want to initiate, something that you want to do. And this is very much about possibly rearranging your daily routines, whether it's work related. I mean, you may not go to a workplace then it's how how you are mastering your craft, wherever it is that you work from or whatever it is that you do. So there may be some sort of leap of faith which is required as regards to which direction you need to go, or how you're going to actually adjust your routines to make this leap of faith, this change of direction, actually work for you. You want this to work for you. And so this is going to require some thought, but there's going to be something that's going to require some element of risk for you. And this is something that you need to do, something that you really need to follow up on, and change something about what it is that you're doing on a daily basis. And so, put your heart's true desire into action. So this is about getting in touch with what really is right for you and going for that as much as you can. And making changes as necessary to accommodate the direction that you need to go. If it's relationship based, then it's also your change of routines. Perhaps you are, some of you may be traveling to be with your person if this is a relationship focus for you, and therefore your routines are changing, your work is changing, and your health and your diet and your well-being, and how is this all going to mix together? So it could be that aspect coming in for you as well. Now we've got here Moon Soul. So this is indicating that your emotions are going to be quite high, or emotions around you. And this is also about nurturing. And this goes very well with the 6th house, because that is about nurturing your health, your diet, your well-being, and your lifestyle. Your well-being is primary, because everything flows from that. So you could be needing to just be aware of that. Also be aware of your moods. And your habits. That comes in with the moon, all right? The moon rules that aspect of your life. And there may be, as I said, something that you need to change with regards to this. Perhaps managing your moods a little bit better, or your habits. Perhaps your habits are changing at this time. And, you to accommodate another person, to accommodate a change in direction, or some sort of coming together. And so therefore what it is that you're contemplating or changing will affect, coming together with another person. So all about that, but it's also deep emotions. And this is about following your intuitions and your instincts. Now you had the 9th house, which is very much about your intuition level, going with that. And Virgo is kind of those analytical processes, but sometimes intuition rules above the analytical side. So it all comes down to instinct now. Okay, with the moon. So there may be something that you need to navigate purely on that basis. So go with what you are feeling deeply, and just look after yourself as you are going through this process. There may be a female influence involved here, or it could be you tapping into your feminine wisdom. So take it as it resonates, whether you're masculine or a feminine. We've got both. So you need to have both balanced in order to have a fulfilling life. And so this is about tapping into that moon energy. So something could also be revealed for you under the light of the moon. Something could be coming up that has not been revealed, or you could be involved in something which is not being broadcast to the general, to everybody around you, or not many people know what it is that you are working on or what you are planning on doing. So this could have some sort of secret element to it, or just keeping quiet. Okay. Now with the moon element, this is very much about, as I said, your moods and your habits. So there may be periods where you just need to withdraw periodically and just take a break and recenter yourself, spend time alone, or just go through a period of nurturing, and just to balance things out. But it can also bring in quite a bit of nostalgia and sentimentality, and you want to just be in touch with your emotions, but not wallowing in them. All right. So you need to, you kind of got to balance both. You've got to balance the analytical side, but also the emotional side, and come to a middle path. So it's the depth of emotion, but you use your analytical side to help you navigate as well. But go by your instinct. That is going to be important in this 6th house, which, as I said, is work related, or, your projects, what it is that you're working on, your mastery of your craft, but also your health, diet, and your well-being and your lifestyle. Use your intuition and your gut feelings to guide you. And as I said, something may just be coming out, or you're seeing something now under the light of the moon. It can also be that something is birthing, something is coming to light. It can also be that crowds are coming in with this, and this can be like sudden fame or sudden notoriety, or something, your profile is raised in some way, and that involves your daily routine, something that perhaps you've been working on, and now you're rising to prominence in some way. But there is definitely a leap of faith, some sort of taking a risk, going for something that you've perhaps been thinking about, or that is now suddenly coming into your presence. You're going to be focusing on it now. Now we've got here 3rd house. So this is the house of communication. So this is everything to do with written, verbal, and even body language comes in here. It also covers contracts and documents. All right. So whether this is to do with the legal situation, or to do with publishing, or to do with learning, or just following some other aspect, which is to do with your belief systems, tracking your intuition, seeing things from that sort of point of view, whatever it may be, this is the absorption of all of that, the verbal and the written side, and documents and contracts may be coming in for you. It can also be about short trips, so you may be doing that in conjunction with a long trip. Just take it as it resonates. It can also be communication with other people in general, but also specific family members. So this can be general relatives, but usually it's aunts, uncles, cousins, and even siblings. And also neighbors may come in here as well.